versus, what do we got here? Gen 3 versus 5-4?
What's up, muscle car people? This is Bringing Muscle Cars, and I'm Matt. I don't know what happened to the intro that I did at the track, in the staging lanes, at the American Muscle Show, but it got messed up, so we're doing it again. We were at the American Muscle Show, and thanks to VMP, I got to run and put on a show for everybody at the American Muscle Show. The stands were packed. I don't know how many people were there, but it was a lot. The show overall is probably one of my favorite shows of the year, and I probably go to 5 or 6 a year, but that is my favorite. I like it better than Carlisle just because you have so much more stuff going on there. I wish they could get more vendors in there, but I understand that they are only going to bring in people that they work with. So we got to do 2 passes at the show. I got to meet a lot of people, which was a great time. The first pass, we're going to watch it right now, didn't go so well. I did a nice big burnout, so Kenny couldn't complain about the burnout. I don't know if the tires got too hot or if the track just wasn't prepped well enough. They did prep it a little bit, but it really wasn't too prepped. I know that for a fact because of what happened. So let's watch the first pass. We got a couple different angles. Let's watch it and see what happens.
Back now, I've been waiting for a while. That car's got a VMP Gen on it before. Those cell back, we threw it all together. Quinn hanging off it now. And that car's making a pretty good speed jump. So he's also got a 400 hub in it. And we got a Coyote versus, what do we got here? Gen 3 versus 5-4? This 5.4s and 5.8s, man. We need him in the burnout competition, right? Yeah, he's got that burnout unlocked. So here we go. We got basically, a full drag setup. Brandon's got his 20s with a radial on the back, so we'll see how he fares off the line. But knowing how his car fares. So here we go. We got basically, a full drag setup. Brandon's got his 20s with a radial on the back, so we'll see how he fares off the line. But knowing how his car fares, a little bit of an issue there off the line. There you go, 11.4 at 140 feet. So he got on it afterwards, but obviously the 60-foot blew the tire.
Alright, so that was the first pass, and you can see I used the trans brake, and what I'm practicing is put the trans brake on, floor it all the way down. It's going to go up to 3,400 RPMs, and then let the trans brake go and just keep it all the way down. Put it into second, third when we get to the right RPMs. However, I let go of the trans brake, and I don't know if it's the new tires because they're the R's, they're the street tires instead of the Radial Pros, which are just straight radials, no grooves, no nothing. I don't know if the compounds are a little different, but I haven't really had too much of an issue with my old tires, but it just spun. Like you can see in the video the white smoke coming off the tires all the way through first gear, which is a problem. I mean, if you can't hook, you're not going to go. My 60 foot was 2.2 seconds, which is awful. And so I still trapped to 148 miles per hour, It went straight, didn't have a problem with that, but didn't get the ET that I was looking for based on my 60 foot and blowing the tires off. So I was hoping for something a little bit better the second pass. Also on the first pass, I ended up thinking that it was still a somewhat decent pass, because the guy that I was racing was supposed to be pretty fast. I think it was a twin turbo Coyote. However, he was like left in the dust. I don't know what happened to him. So I figured it still must have been a fairly quick pass. Now, we did go 148 again. I did say that. But it should have been quicker ET. It was like 11.1 at 148 miles per hour. I don't even know how that happens. That's insane. But either way, that's what happened. So I was like, I get back to the staging lanes, put 20 pounds more of ice into it, do a smaller burnout, because the tires, because it was basically hot lapping, so the tires were still pretty warm. So I did a much smaller burnout, still a pretty good one, but a smaller one. Line up.
Too much heat in these drag radials is actually a bad thing. Oh boy. Good save, good save. Alright, no ground for harm. The making of that drag pass. A little too much power and not enough hook. Fingers, kind of nice, whatever you want to do. Buy some, raffle tickets and make this time around. We were joking about it, how good his burnout was and how he could have been a contender in the burnout contest. But too much heat in these drag radials is actually a bad thing.
And so I decided I'm not going to give it as much power coming off the line. So I still used the trans brake at around 2,000 RPMs. Well, it hooked and went, but then as soon as I floored the gas, woo, then we put on a show. So, as you can see, it went to the right, it went to the left, and then we got it straightened out and just cruised down to the end of the track. Now, I don't know if it was good and bad now with as many people, because most of the people at the show don't really watch drag racing, don't go to drag racing that much. They're just into Mustangs and having a good time with them. They don't really know what's a fast pass, what's not a fast pass. But they know that I almost wrecked. So a lot of people came over, they knew the car after watching it was making a ton of power, and it was fast, it just wasn't able to put it down that day. And they all talked about spinning out and saving it and all that stuff. So it drew a lot of interest to the car. A lot of people came over after and talked to me. But I just wish I could have laid down a good time. I don't know what's going on. We'll give it another shot this weekend and see if it's the tires. Maybe it's the tires. I don't think it's the tires. Who knows? But we're going to give it everything we got. I want to thank everybody that came up and talked to me at the American Muscle Show, came over and said hi, looked at the car, still letting kids sit in it, just had a good time. It's a really fun show. I was busy most of the day talking to people, so I didn't get to walk around that much. I'd like to thank VMP for letting me race and having a good time. So, If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more racing of the Shelby, of the other cars, hit that subscribe button and then smash that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos coming out. Hopefully next week you got a video coming out and we make an 8-second pass. It's in it. It's in the car. But can I drive it to an 8-second pass? We'll find out. Thanks for watching, and if you got a fast car, you better bring it.